When the income goes down, but the fixed costs don't, about the only place you can go to reduce fixed costs is in personnel.
A Tippecanoe County Department announces that it will lay off staff. Good afternoon, I'm Jeff Smith.
And I'm Gina Quattrochi. Thanks for joining us. Tippecanoe County Community Corrections says it will reduce a portion of its staff due to a decrease of funding.
Let's go now live to News Channel 18's Aaron Leedy with our top story. Aaron, how many are expected to be let go?
Jeff and Gina, good afternoon. Community Corrections announced it will lay off 7 people total. Executive Director Dave Heath made that announcement this afternoon. 6 positions within work release and 1 juvenile staffer have been laid off. Community Corrections operates on grant money from the Department of Corrections and also project income. That's money collected from people who are on work release and home detention. 72% of Community Corrections income is from project income, and 28% is grant funded. Home detention fees were recently raised, but ultimately cuts had to come down to staff, and that's because 80% of the department's expense is personnel related. Heath says a reduction in staff is the only option at this point. He says more people will now be shifted from work release to home detention after these layoffs.
It won't reduce the number of people that we supervise, because we're just going to shift our focus from work release to home detention. In other words, we'll still maintain our work release program, just with less personnel on staff and less people in the work release program.
Now, Heath says there has been a significant increase in the cost of health benefits for employees. He says the lost income can't come from the county's budget, because he says there simply isn't any money there either. And he says the staff has been understanding on why these cuts have been made. He says it's basically simple economics. When you have too many expenses and not enough income to cover those expenses, the cuts have to come from somewhere. And coming up tonight on News Channel 18 at 6 o'clock, I asked him what the likelihood that some of these staff members could be called back in the future. We'll hear his answer coming up at 6 o'clock. We're live in Lafayette. Aaron Leedy, News Channel 18.